Hello, Internet. This is the Gaming Boss. I'm Keith Kilgore. Today I'm reviewing the Assassin's Creed 3 add-on, The Tyranny of King Washington, Episode 1, The Infamy. This came out February 19th, and this game has been like on everybody's radar since probably early October, late September. Before Assassin's Creed 3 was even out, they said, hey, this is the storyline that we're going to put out. And so I've been excited for this to come out for, that long. Right off the bat, you download the game right off the bat, it's not like you go onto the map and then it shows up on the map as a mission, kind of like the Da Vinci Disappearance or anything like that, or the Bonfire of Vanities, or whatever DLC you prefer. It's an addition to the main menu. And so you wake up and immediately Connor's mother's alive. And so Connor is immediately questioning, how and what's going on and why is George Washington mad with power. So, and it's really interesting. And so you go through that, and again, you shouldn't be wary of this. People, they've hinted at this. You gain the power to go invisible, and you get spectral, instead of assassins, you get spectral wolves that attack as a pact. And if you don't have the achievement for watching an animal maul a guard or a redcoat, using this achievement will count for that. So that's kind of funny, I think, that boom, you just get handed this achievement then in a way by the developers. Maybe it's a mistake, maybe they did it on purpose, I don't know. In terms of the world, it's only the frontier. You don't get to go to Boston or New York or anything like that. It's kind of cool that you have a little bit of less space to deal with this DLC, but I wish I could go to Boston or New York, just a little bit, just to explore, kill people, maybe have a couple missions, but I guess it's fine just being in the frontier. Also in the frontier, there's all kinds of side missions, like the liberation missions, except, you feed civilians, or save them from wolves, or rescue captives from convoys. And you do that to get 100% sync, in which there's an achievement for getting 100% sync in the frontier. There's also these things called lucid memories, which are they show key events that happened in the frontier during the course of the game, which two of them are your confrontation with Lee at the end of the game in the pub. Another one's Connor sitting with the clan mother right before he becomes an assassin. So that's interesting. And then by finding all three, you unlock a mission where or a memory more so, and it's a cutscene where you see Connor at a campsite and George Washington riding in on a horse. And you might think that that's not interesting, but this shows Connor as an assassin and shows George Washington is still the noble man that that he was in the normal game. So I think what it's doing is these are gonna be in every single episode, and then that's how you get to learn how this happened. Why is everything different? Why does Connor remember and everybody else doesn't remember anything? But also the setting of this game takes place sometime, I think, in the 1790s. It's after George Washington's presidency, because Connor, when he finds out that there's a King Washington, he says I thought Washington retired to Mount Vernon, and his mother thinks he's crazy. So that's interesting. All in all, this DLC it's not the best, but it's a good DLC. It's almost a great DLC, but it could be a lot better. I hope it's probably the other parts are going to get a lot better, and this is the introduction to it, which as an introduction it works perfectly, but I wish the gameplay was a little bit stronger. There's no stores, you go around chests, and that's how you unlock additional weapons, is by getting them out of locked chests, because that's basically all there is. There's no feathers, no trinkets, no nothing in the frontier. There's just these chests and lucid memories, and that's it. And then also, there's no notoriety system, so I don't know if they're testing it out to see if it'll work for Black Flag, because I know they said when they announced Black Flag that there wasn't going to be a notoriety system. So, you basically, if a guard sees you, you're going to get in a fight. It's guaranteed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But I guess also, one of the things is that you'll have to use your wolf cloak to kind of go from stalk zone to stalk zone, and use your wolf packs to help get rid of people, and it makes the game a lot more interesting, I think. But I mean, yeah, there's not much. There's only really like 2.5 hours worth of extra gameplay really out of this DLC. So I mean, the entire thing will make it up, and it's supposed to be like 7 or 8 hours worth of additional content. But hopefully it picks up the slack. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give this DLC an 8.2 out of 10. So, Assassin's Creed 3, Tyranny of King Washington, Infamy. Don't forget to look out for the next part. I think March 18th. I believe that's when it comes out. So don't forget to buy the next part. I know I will. Hopefully I'll get it quickly and I can get a review out to you guys shortly thereafter. It's Game Impulse. Keith, bye.